Check out our talk. Check out our walk. Check how we bring it. Check out our heart. Check for us, we live. Check for us, we love. Check for us, we get in.
Hey guys, this is HOPEsaidit back with another HOPEsaidit podcast, and this time we have a topic that will blast your timeline, okay? We're talking about code switching. What is code switching? That's when we're talking about having two different languages or two different dialects or two different styles of talking in one conversation. And there's a fine line, I feel, with code switching and being a culture vulture, okay? So we're gonna dive into that. I'm gonna address some of the comments that I've received along the way as well. So, code switching. The reason that it was even a topic this week is because I didn't notice that in 2 videos so far, I kind of turned on and turned off an accent, and people were like, oh, I like when you said this, or this part where you said it like that. And I was like, what are you talking about? I had to go back and watch it myself. I just didn't realize that I was doing that. So that is that. And so I just wanted to talk about code switching. For me, it's almost like bringing out a culture that's already within yourself out to a particular population. So, I mean, I'm already Nigerian. So if I talk in a Nigerian accent, then, you know, that's already within me. If I talk more with an East Coast slang, that's already within me. I'm not going to do something that's not already with me. Like, that's my environment. I'm just trying to bring it out naturally. It's something you're not even thinking about. You know, it's not like I'm around Nigerians, let me talk like this. No, it's not at all like that. It's just you're around them, it comes out of you, right? And it just, Trevor Noah said it best in this clip.
Like, you might find you do the same thing. Do you live in New York or do you live in Haiti? Oh, you live in Haiti. Okay, if you lived in New York, I know I've got friends from Haiti who do, like in New York, they sound like half Haiti, half New York. And then when they go to Haiti, I can't understand a word that they're saying. Like if I FaceTime a friend of mine who's in Haiti, when he's in New York, he'll be like, yeah, man, you know, and I hear a little bit of Haiti. And then when he's in Haiti, and I'll FaceTime with him, and I'll be like, yo, what's up, Vince? How you doing? He'll be like, why you? I say that, why you say that, you know? And I'm like, what?
It's just natural. It just happens, okay? The problem is when it's not inside me. Obviously, I have the Nigerian part of it. I have the African American part of it. I grew up in the East Coast, so that's another, you know, side of it. And then you go to work and you gotta button it up a little bit. So you have those 3 things for me kind of going with each other. For me, some people could have more, some people could have less, some people could have none. Okay, that's fine. It just literally has to deal with your environment and how you grew up. So what trips me out though is when it's so different from one another. For me, I don't think mines are that different. I could talk like this, you know, we're having a conversation, I'm talking, it's great. And then maybe I'll get on the phone, if it's a more professional environment, I'll say, hey, this is Hope, blah, 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 and how are you? And this and that. It still sounds like me, you know, it still sounds like me. I can't get rid of it that much. If I'm, you know, in an African accent, I don't think it's going to differ that much. I don't know. Either way, I feel like you can tell it's me, right? This is when you know this isn't really you. I used to work at a place. It's so hard. Let me just say, it's so hard not to give names and like locations and stuff in here because, you know, if I'm storytelling, I'm just going to tell it like it is, but I'll try to censor it. So we used to work at a place. It was a call center. And it was a hilarious call center. It should have been The Office. It literally should have just been a sitcom in and of itself. So we worked there and, you know, we had African American people there. We were working. And the way they turned off and turned on their work stuff, like I could do this. Hey girl, blah, blah, girl, I know. Oh, phone call. Hi, this is blah, can I help you? You know, that sounds like me at least, I feel. But there's other people where it's like, girl, I'm about to turn up on Friday and hold on, let me get this call. Hi, this is blah, can I get your name? I'm like, ooh, okay, what? Why? Do you have a cold? You just turn nasally all of a sudden. Like, what happened? It's just, what happened? And you just turn into a different person. And you have the nerve to be like, alrighty, okay, thank you, bye-bye. Girl, as I was saying, and I'm like, no, that wasn't you though. Like you're turning into another person. Listen, if that's how you code switch, that's fine. But I don't want my selves to be so different from one another that you're like, who in the world did I just get off the phone with? You know, I get that there's a style change a little bit, there's a dialect change a little bit, but I mean, it shouldn't sound like a completely different person. So I mean, everybody has to do the professional one. That's just what it is. That's the world we live in. But if it's not inside of you, like what I say that code switching was, it's if it's inside of you and you're bringing it out. Now, if it's not inside of you and you're just trying to try some stuff out, that's a culture vulture. I can't just, go and be like, hey, buenos dias, blah. No, that's not me. That's not my culture. I can try it out. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not like, oh, you can't speak Spanish and you can't do this. I'm saying to kind of Spanglish it just because I'm with another Hispanic or something. That could be patronizing a little bit. I don't know. I thought, kind of how you're talking and maybe it's a Jamaican or you go to Jamaica, anybody from any race can go to Jamaica and they're like, hey, man. I'm like, if I was Jamaican, I'd be like, shut up. But listen, maybe I'm being too sensitive about it. I don't know. So just be careful that you're not being a culture vulture. Make sure that your code switching is really true to yourself. That's all it is, being true to yourself. Like if I have a conversation with my sister or something, child, I will weave and maneuver through how many stuff, but it's still going to be hope. I might be like, hey, how are you? How are you, my sister? It goes on and off. Hey, oh my gosh. No, we can't do that. Anyway, girl, what you about to do for dinner? It just goes on and off, and then let someone else call from work, and I'm like, well, hold on, girl, let me get this from work. Hey, this is Hope. Either way, it sounds like me though, right? It's all me, but you just gotta tone it down and put it up and be comfortable in your own skin in every aspect that you try to weave through. So also, I think it's a mechanism that people use maybe to assimilate more to the culture. Like I wouldn't need my Nigerian accent in high school just to chill with American folks. That's just something that I feel like around different people you can pull out just to be more relatable. But like I said, it's not a fake thing. It literally is inside of you and you're bringing that part out. It's just like, oh, okay, well, oh, y'all getting a little more Nigerian today. Ooh, y'all getting a little more East Coast today, but it's still hope at the end of the day. Now, let me tell you something that I can't do. Like I said, East Coast. I can't fake a Western accent, Midwestern, especially South. I lived in the South for a while. I can't. Like I tried. At first I was like, okay, what y'all say? Already and finna. Okay, finna. It stayed bout to me. Like y'all finna do this. I'm finna do that. It just did not come naturally. I think I tried it out a little. It just didn't come naturally. It just didn't. I don't know what to say. And then that chopped and screwed music started getting hot. Hate it. But hold on, let me see. Which one is chopped and which is the screwed is when, hold on. The screwed is when you just slowed it down. That's okay. That's whatever. The chopping, that's what I hate. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling chopper. What? Y'all messing up my flow. But anyways, that's not what this is about. This is not about music. I'm just saying, that's when I was like, okay, I can feel you, Chameleonaire. I like Chameleonaire though. That's him. I like Chameleonaire. That's kind of the only ones I really got with. But even I understood what you're saying. Okay, you grip and grain. You man, hold up, Kool-Aid in your cup. I get it. But for me to say it, that just wouldn't feel natural. So, even with slangs or something, this is a PSA. If the slang ain't for you, it isn't for you. Not everybody should be saying on fleek. I never even said on fleek, really. That's not me. It's not natural. I couldn't own that. People say what? That slaps. No, it's just tight still. I'm not getting rid of stuff, okay? I still say Jonin. I still say mad whatever. Oh, that's mad whack. I don't care if it's out of style, whatever. This is how I talk. Apparently dank was something. I don't even know if that's a good or bad thing. They're like, oh, that's dank or you're dank. Listen, I can't even say it because it's so, whatever. But my point is, if you're saying it and it's not really you, you sound ridiculous. So don't do that. Don't do that. Just know that we get it. You have to assimilate to your surroundings, okay? Whether you're at work, you got to button it up a little. Whether, you're around certain people, you have to either relax or button, that's human nature to kind of maneuver through social settings. But don't get so far outside of yourself that you're not being yourself. Because I feel like even if you are going in and out of those, different worlds, you can still be yourself to the core of you. But the problem is when, like, you know, like politicians or something like that, where they're like, oh, I need the black vote. Okay, well, I have hot sauce in my purse and what else? You know, fried chicken, check. You know, like that's for me. Like, dude, you didn't have to do that. First of all, that's stereotyping, and I feel like I'm being taken advantage of because maybe I don't like fried chicken. What you trying to say? I love fried chicken, by the way. But anyways, that's not the point, okay? Not all black people like it. And mind you, even if you try to fake it, you're going to sound mad stupid. Like, that's just what it is. If someone tried to have a Nigerian accent, you know, good and well, you're from Compton, I'd be like, first of all, you don't sound like anything. I know you think you nailed it, but you sound real coming to America-ish. So, next try. But either way, I just wanted to talk about code switching because it's a thing. A lot of the time when I read about it, it's kind of negative, like, oh, she's code switching and this and that. That's what happens. It's not a negative thing unless you're outside of your true self. So know who you are. Know that, yes, I'm going to have to sound more professional. Yes, I'm from here. Yes, I grew up this way. So this is in me. I'm not faking it. You can adapt and still be yourself. I know it's hard because you're like, you're talking out both sides of your mouth. I'm really not. I'm saying code switching is cool. Make sure it's a culture you already have inside of you, lest it be considered being a culture vulture. Check out the blog post at HOPEsaidit.com. It's called Grain Gripping and Code Switching. Hello. So that's an ode to the South a little bit, right? Like grain gripping. Listen, I can't get with these terms. I cannot. But I can appreciate, you know, the culture. Okay. Check out my blog post, HOPEsaidit.com. Follow me on social media at HOPEsaidit on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitters. My next topic, I don't know, but it's going to be awesome. So watch out for me next Tuesday. Tuesday is the blog post. Friday is when I drop these podcasts. HOPEsaidit.com has it all. So thank you so much for listening. If you have any comments or anything, let me know. This is a two-way conversation, people. I'll talk to you later. Bye. What's my word down here? Y'all like how I have the HOPEsaidit right here? I try to add a little spice.
Slang. Check, we do our thing, yo. Check how we hang. Check for us. We grit. Check for us. We grind. Check for us. We just reflecting the shine. Check.